Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to remove lint from your locks. And it's one of several ways of how you can get rid of lint that gets, embedded in your locks. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove lint from your locks. And I'm going to be using the hair color method. So as you can see, my client, he has a lot of lint in his hair, and that's to be expected when, it's children and they like to play and stuff like that. So a lot of lint gets embedded in their locks. So one way you can fix it is to use hair color. And I just wanted to show you a little bit more close up. Now, some of the lint is really deeply embedded, and some of the lint is just sitting on top of his locks trying to get embedded. So yeah, you want to make sure you try to get the lint before it gets embedded. So I just wanted to show you that right here he has lint that's embedded and lint that is just sitting on top. So right there, the lint is embedded, and I'm trying my best to scratch it out, but it's not coming out. So that's why I have to use hair color. But for this right here, he has two pieces that's just sitting on top and is trying to make its way into the locks. But another method that you can do is the brushing method. And you can brush it very lightly. I'm not going to go into detail in this video with that. I'll come with another video. But as you can see, that first lint just flew right off. And now the second one is trying to get locked into his locks. So what you have to do is just gently rough it up, and then it'll start freeing itself. And then you can just go right on ahead and pull it right out. So the brush just basically loosened up that piece of lint, and you can just pull it out before it really gets intertwined into the lock. So the lock brushing method is another method, but we're going to do the hair color method in this video. So what I like to do is I like to take just simple black hair color, and I like to get the roots nice and saturated, because you have to bring the color from the roots to the ends. And you can use any black hair color of your choice, but as for my recommendation, I would recommend that you do use a permanent hair color, because lint is not hair. So, but the only thing that can cover the lint is a permanent black hair color. Now, I did use red before on another client, and that did work. So you just have to stay in the deeper color ranges to cover lint. So now I have his roots nice and saturated with the hair color. And excuse me guys, in this video the light was going in and out. I'm using natural sunlight to try to record this video, but it was a bit cloudy and rainy that day, so excuse the video from going in and out with the lighting. But I just took a piece of foil and I placed it underneath his locks, and I am going to take a few locks at a time, and I'm going to try my best to work in that hair color all throughout the lock, because locks are, you really have to work product through them. So you really have to go through and just rub the color all throughout the locks. I'm just taking that little lock section to hold down the foil. So again, I go several times with placing the hair color throughout the locks, and I'm just running my fingers down the locks from almost the roots to the ends, and then I'm just going to rub it through just to penetrate the color through the lock. And you want to make sure you get the ends as well. So now I'm taking my next section and I'm just repeating those steps. And for this process, you want to make sure you buy several bottles of color, because again, the color has to saturate through the lock in order to cover the lint, because the lint is really embedded into the lock. So you can't be stingy with the hair color. You know, you got to go out and just get those bottles of hair color. I would recommend, depending on the length of your hair, I will recommend at least three bottles. But again, if your hair is a lot longer, you're going to need a lot more. Now also what I like to do is, once I finish the front of the locks, I like to flip my locks and I like to do the back, because sometimes the hair color will not penetrate through the back of the locks. So I like to take it and I like to turn those locks around, and I like to make sure I get the back secured with color as well. So my client did have a few of his locks colored an ombre color from green to blue, and it's pretty faded right now, but he does have lint inside of those locks as well. So I'm just going ahead and I'm going to color over those as well. But keep in mind, even though you're using a permanent hair color, you still can go in and recolor your locks if you wanted more color on the tips. I am a professional loctician. I've been doing locks for so long, and trust me, I've been doing this again for so many years. So I've already tested and tried. You can recolor and re-highlight your locks after applying a black hair color. So I just gathered his hair all the way up into a bun, just so that the color can process, because the color has to process for anywhere between 25 and I like to sometimes go all the way up to 45 minutes. So I just took pieces of foil and I'm just going to surround that bun with the foil. And I took off my gloves because I didn't want the hair color to be all over the foil, because that's pretty messy. So once I put the first piece down, I took off my gloves, and now I'm going to secure the rest of his locks with the foil. So then I just took a rubber band and I just placed the rubber band around the foil, and I'm making sure to lock in the edges of the foil so that it will not lift up. and then I just secured it just like that. And I washed out his hair color, and as you can see, there is no more lint in his locks. So yes guys, this is one method to how you can remove lint from locks. And then guys, you can just go right on ahead with your retwist and style and however the client wants their hair to be. But I just wanted to show you guys that this is an effective way to remove lint from the locks if it's a massive amount of lint in the hair. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below so that I can get back to you, because my heart is really to teach those who want to be taught. And again, I've been doing this for a while, and so I'm here to help you guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.